Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown in Moultrie, Georgia with Commodity Consulting with some commodity commentary for Wednesday. It's about 3 o'clock Eastern Time. There's no way to mince the words, but cotton got pounded today. We were down sharply lower, closing under 8,100. No particular new news out. It's just the fact that the market's coming to the realization that India indeed has a record crop, which will be a big hindrance to U.S. exports, I'm sure, as we go into the late fall, early, and throughout the winter months as far as exports are concerned. And also, basically, the weather across the U.S. cotton belt is fairly ideal for gathering cotton. Gins are pretty much wide open. So I think the fact the crop's a little delayed, we're behind our 5-year rate as far as harvest is concerned. I think we're 20%, where we should be about 40%. So it says to me and that's because the crop is late. I understand that. But it also says to me that there's going to be more commercial selling yet to hit the market. So we may have to embrace that. And I think the market's dialing that in advance. So the anticipation of more hedging as well as more competition from India certainly weighed on cotton today. The grains today look pretty well. Wheat in particular shot up, made a new high for the move, closed about 7 cents higher, above $7. There's still trouble with wheat crops around the world. The winter wheat crop, I think, is going in pretty good here. But for right now, the immediacy of getting wheat out of South America and even out of the Soviet Russia, that's dating myself, but out of Russia is a little cumbersome. So that's got the market buoyed up here a little bit. Corn, too. Corn looked pretty good today. We had a great chance to make a low, and we didn't. Of course, we're running behind on corn harvest, and I guess that could pick up, but the market knows we have a record crop. And I think once we get 50% harvested, which we should reach that by this weekend, once we get that level, I think the market can say to itself, well, I've got this much in my hand, I got this much more out there. Like I said before in this broadcast, I think the best corn is going to be the early planted corn, and the worst corn is going to be the late planted. So as we get into the latter part of this harvest, we may start to see those 60 and 80 bushel per acre yields come out. So the market's got a keen sense of knowing that. Beans, too, look pretty strong. We got strong demand for beans. They closed above $13 today. Soybean meal, quite strong. And so these grains are sort of trading a little counter-seasonal here. Maybe once we get caught up on the harvest, we'll see some more selling. But interesting to see how all this is going to unfold. This Thursday, we will get an export number, so we're looking forward to that. If you have any questions or comments, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.